everybody. Well, we're still on I-85, but now we're in South Carolina. A lot of road work on this stretch of road. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my call with Maurice, who lives in the Chicago area. Because, you know, he brought up some interesting questions. He's already got his CDL. I think he said he was still working on getting his hazmat certification, but he's got most of the other certifications. Not that he'll need that to do flatbedding, but he was going to go ahead and get it. So, but you know, he's got all those questions going through his head about, you know, what's it going to be like? Yeah, you know, and he's looking at different companies. He's already put in his application with Maverick and talked to a recruiter. So he's just waiting back to hear from them, you know, they're going to do a background check and check with previous employers and stuff like that, you know, normal stuff. But I told him, you know, that I can vouch for the money that he can make with Maverick. That the money they put on the websites, you know, potential earnings. It's not just fake numbers. It's reachable. Whoa, we're coming to a stop here. Woo! Alright, so I can vouch for the money, and I encourage them to try to, you know, if whatever company he signs up with, hopefully Maverick, to try to put in at least a year or 2 years, preferably, you know, get your experience, and then, you know, you can, if you still want a truck, if you like it, you're happy with it, you'll have all kinds of opportunities. You know, like let's say you put in a year or two with Maverick, get some experience, but you want to do something else, you know, find a more local gig or switch away from flatbedding into something else, you can. You know, you could even buy your own truck, you know, but you know, I looked at buying my own truck. In fact, a year and a half or so ago, that's what I was going to do. I was going to buy my own truck and sign up with Oakley Trucking, which is also based out of North Little Rock. But, you know, I decided not to. I just decided, you know, I don't want all the headaches of owning my own truck right now at my age. If I'd have got into this a few years earlier, I probably would have done that. But regardless, I told him, you know, that Maverick, especially living in Chicago, Maverick's got a ton of freight in and out of Chicago. He lives in a great spot for Maverick freight. And he was looking at maybe, you know, he got some interest in our glass division. And I said, I don't really have a lot of experience with the glass side, but I know we got lots of flatbed freight around Chicago, and I reminded him that we have, you know, a Maverick yard up at the Portage, Indiana area, which is basically South Chicago to me, so that would be convenient for him. But you know, the money, I said, the money's good. They do a good job of getting me home on the weekends, good freight. And you know, I told him, because he was asking what was one of the things that was hard for you to adjust to, you know, to get used to doing as a new driver. And I said, well, just learning to trust that the ALM and the fleet manager. ALM is for Area Logistics Manager. They're the people that actually book the loads. Just to trust that they're going to take care of it. Because on Thursday and Friday you start worrying about, okay, what load am I going to get? How am I going to get home? Like earlier this week, when I was up in Pennsylvania, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm not going to get home this weekend. But they worked it out, I really didn't think they were going to. But they did. They got me that load that delivered in North Carolina, and then they booked me this load that I picked up this morning that will take me right through North Little Rock, get me home. Now I won't get home till Saturday, probably mid-morning, but that's okay. That's what I'm saying. I've learned to not to worry about that so much, because they usually work it out. Because I didn't leave out this week until Monday morning, and so sometimes when you leave out on Monday morning, you don't get home till Saturday morning. But if you leave out on Sunday, you probably get home on Friday. Typically, not always that way, but that's pretty typical. But anyway, those are some of the things I told him that I could share with him. So, as you can see, we have run into some clogged traffic. I don't know why. A lot of traffic. Sometimes it gets like that on a Friday. All right, guys, more down the road. Hey, I just remembered I wanted to mention something. About an hour ago, I passed just a pickup truck hauling a little trailer, and he was carrying a couple of stacks of looked like some flooring, in boxes like you would get at Home Depot or someplace. Probably 6 foot. He had two stacks of them on a little trailer, and he had one, like a little 1.5 or 2 inch wide ratchet strap over each bundle. All right, so just picture that. He's got 2 stacks of flooring, probably had about 30 boxes of this product in each stack. Probably about 4 foot high, 3.5 foot high by 3 foot wide each stack, and he just had one strap over each stack. And I remember when he passed by me, I thought, man, that's he should have put 2 straps over each stack. Anyway, a few miles on down the road, I saw him pulled off to the side of the road trying to pick up some of the his stack had fallen over, and he was out there trying to lift it, put it back together and re-secure it. But there's a lesson for you. He should have had a strap over each end. So anyway, more down the road. All right, folks, we're crossing from Georgia into Alabama. Sign says, welcome to Sweet Home Alabama. I'm going to stop at this rest area here in about a mile and do another load check. Woo! It was fun getting around Atlanta, I swear. Wasn't even late in the afternoon yet. Just too many people over there. No matter what time of day. It's just tough. Oh man. So I'm on I-20 headed west, and I've got a Love's picked out in about a little over an hour. Right before I get to Birmingham, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there because I figure I might as well stop before I have to try to fight my way through Birmingham, and I'll just get up early in the morning and hit the road. That'll probably leave me about 6 hours, 6.5 hours left to go to get to North Little Rock. But I've got almost 11 hours left on my 70-hour clock, so I've got time to do it. I was really hoping to get further today, but you know, getting through Atlanta just used up too much time. So let's see if we can find us a spot in here. Take a little break, do a load check. I had another big piece of plastic, and I think I showed you earlier. I got up there and cut off a piece of plastic, but as I was driving later, a big long piece of plastic. Well, I hope this guy to my left leaves, because I don't have enough room to make the turn around there. Anyway, so I get on 285 going around Atlanta, and that big piece of plastic that had been whipping around in the back was just kind of laying out behind the truck. And luckily for me, another truck kind of sat on it while traffic was stopped. His front steer tire landed on it, and then when I pulled forward, it ripped off. So lucky me. All right, let's take a look at things. Oh man. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All this piping looks good. Straps are still tight. See here, this plastic stuff here is just, I'm gonna go ahead and rip that off. You can see some of it's gotten wrapped around the strap here. Got lucky with that again. Oh, well, I'll fish that off in a minute. Okay. All right, everything else looks good. Just gotta, I'm gonna take that plastic off of there. All right, well, that's it for now. Well, luckily that truck that was to the left of me pulled out a couple of minutes ago. And I wanted to mention also that when you cross from Georgia into Alabama, you also move from Eastern to Central Time. So it's only 2:45 p.m. I'll be shutting down early today. Well, you can tell the trees are starting to put their leaves on now. I was telling my wife, for those of you that like plants and flowers and things like she does, the daffodils or jonquils, whatever you call them, I don't know the difference, up in, you know, like Pennsylvania and New Jersey, they were just now blooming as compared to, you know, at home in Arkansas, those things bloomed a month ago. All right, guys, back on the road. All right, folks, well, I'm getting off my exit here on I-20, still in Alabama. I'm gonna stop at this Love's over here. As you know, I usually use Pilot Flying J, but I'm gonna use the Love's today, because earlier today, Love sent me a special promo, you know, because today is April 1, that they're gonna automatically put me at diamond status and give me 4 points per gallon. Diamond status gives you free drinks and free showers. So I'm going to utilize that. Man, I'm never going to get out of this traffic though, it looks like. Well, I guess that's it for now. I can't get turned on this road.